oh my god, Pedro Pascal literally stretching himself in a film for the second time in a month, and he's doing it for shitty New York Bridget Jones?
And because they're hopeful.
Oh my goodness, a romantic comedy. Is it? Come on, be serious. This isn't meant to be a comedy, right? Because this is not a comedy. This has got about as many laugh out loud moments as Schindler's List. Is this meant to be a comedy? It's not a problem that it's not a rom-com. Only every single piece of marketing has called it a rom-com. So what are we doing here? I was suspicious from the start. I mean, I liked what Celine Song did with Past Lives, but didn't seem like her style from that was going to fit a rom-com, and this is her style from that, and it's not a rom-com. Materialist stars Dakota Johnson as a matchmaker, but not in a, oh yes, the rom-com leading lady does this job that we'll hear about 3 times and it's never mentioned again. No, it is the main chunk of her film, is that she's this high-end matchmaker for the kind of people that you wish Luigi Mangione would visit. Like, that kind of, yeah. It's those proper New Yorkers who say, oh, the man can't have less than 500k and he can't be under 6 foot and blah, 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 and the man somehow make their requirements sound even worse, which is, yeah, desperate. So she runs into Pedro Pascal, who is a billionaire that looks like Pedro Pascal. Okay. And she's trying to decide whether to be with him, with the billionaire that looks like Pedro Pascal, or with Chris Evans, who is her ex, who's still trying to be an actor in his... Is he actually playing his age? Because he's like over 40. That's not okay. He's for a film which is quite insightful, or at least feels like it's trying to be very insightful and deep. It's what it boils down to is super shallow. It's ridiculous. I mean, Dakota Johnson's character is so annoying. She's so... And by the way, bravo to whatever brave soul made her actually read, the year after Madam Web came out, made her actually read the line in a film, "I'm not a very good actor." Damn savage. Oh my god. But for real, like... Her character is super shallow and annoying throughout, and her clients are even worse. It keeps showing us her clients in like an almost montage style with all these requirements they have for modern dating, which makes it feel like a more cynical take on all those happy married couple interviews from When Harry Met Sally. It's just a sadder version of that, and that is what the whole film is. It's just sad. It's a big bummer. I've never heard so much talk about all of the worst parts of modern dating. I mean, like, you get a lot of films that deal with, like, social media dating and stuff like this, and it's, like, a bit depressing and icky the way they show it, and that's what it is. But also, this just... I've never heard so much talk about a man's height or income, and such high numbers are the only ones thrown around for all the income. Made it feel like the writers of this were also these kind of, like, New York socialite people who you just don't want to hang out with, and they were, like, out of touch with what actual people are like dating. This felt like it was trying to be like an American modernized like Jane Austen type thing, like, oh, he has to have at least 500k a year, otherwise, whoa, what are we doing here? And I couldn't tell if it was being tongue-in-cheek with that kind of thing. Like, I don't think it was. As somebody who loves love but also loves maths, I just felt like this was stupid. You know, it's such a ridiculous, like, thing. And the entire, like, idea behind her struggle in this film is 2 hours of trying to decide between, like, oh, do I want the kind of more business transaction style love from the rich guy, or do I want, like, love from the poor guy? And it's like, why do you have to, like, necessarily sacrifice a bunch of your own joy or whatever to find, like, true love? Like, that is just such a cringe-inducing message to me. It's so stupid. And also, I love the fact that even when she's trying to choose between the rich guy or the poor guy, she never actually considers, I don't know, a guy that's under 6 foot tall, or, you know, hasn't been on a cover alongside the word sexiest man alive. I hate seeing a romance film being so cynical, and that's what this is. Even when it kind of, like, gets to near the end, and I won't spoil it for you, but the couple that gets together, like, at the end, it just didn't make me feel like there was even a remote chance they were going to, like, last. And that's such a sad way to end it. It's just the most bleak that a romance film could get, genuinely. Yeah. Honestly, if it hadn't been for them introducing the themes of, like, sexual assault and stuff like that going on, I don't think it would have gone anywhere for me. Because it really had Pedro Pascal playing the least interesting character I've ever seen him play. Had Dakota Johnson just playing such a irritating character in so many ways. And had Chris Evans just, I don't know, also not having a lot of character, it felt like, honestly. Like, just generic good guy kind of character. That was it. That's all they had going on here. It was... wow. So, I'm giving Crazy Rich Americans 3 stars. like, I know Pedro Pascal's the man of the moment, and he's been in a lot of things, and I think I'm going to see him 3 times inside of a month in the cinema, which is nuts. But was he really, like, just right for this role? Because they really tamped down this character so much that it didn't feel like he fit the role, but I also can't tell if anyone would have fit the role. It was just such a